It's A-W-T-I-T-U-D-E representing for Lion's Voice. Yes, massive. This is the time for I and I, the lion them to tell I and I story, our story. Yes? And we reign and rule like this. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. You can't take the lion vibes, people. If you no fool, cause we know Selassie reign and rule. Reign and rule. Selassie, I reign and rule. Queen Omega drop them in the fire, pull from them, no Queen Omega, she reign and rule. Royal Kushite, ancient essence, Emperor Selassie in a majestical presence, flash of all sevens, projecting through I and I events. We sing a song for the king, we bring joy and blessing and understanding, yeah. We enter every day, reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. Yes, I lion vibes, Selassie, I reign and rule. Attitude say that. Boondocks, Black Organization of Global Diplomats optimizing expressions to the world. Tiluo, tilie.
I'm Nana Farika. The time has come for the lioness to tell her story from her viewpoint and tell the world who Queen Omega is. This is the lion's voice.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And left himself, first rightful ruler. Hey yo! Yeah. Hear them high, hear the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come if you tell them in a Toronto, straight at Italy. As we are speaking right now, there's a ceasefire in the Middle East that's taking place in the Gaza Strip. Israel is saying that once the ceasefire is done, they're going to bomb South Gaza. Tens of thousands have died. Over 500,000 dead in Ukraine. We have a global catastrophe. We are on the brink as humanity. This means the shipping lanes, global, everything is going to be more expensive. Great tribulation is on mankind. So we are bringing people here to talk about what is the move? How are we moving forward, family, as the Rastafari family? Are we just nonchalant and you think you're going to go a grocery store, health food store and everything are all right and you just do what you do, you smoke your herb and you feel nice? No, don't feel like 2024, 2016, 2017 Ethiopian calendar are going to be pretty, you know? So the guest tonight, we're going to talk about these things. We're going to talk about Sacramental Ganja. And, you know, is this a way forward in terms of the economic future of Rastafari? How do we view the whole of Sacrament as it relates to economics? Knowing that cannabis now is a multi-billion-dollar industry, knowing that Rastafari took the beating, the brunt of the brutality, to really bring this. How are we going to really look at this plant in terms of our development? So before we get into the topic, let me just take time and big up Ramia King Design. You see this tumbler? I use it frequently. I move on the road with it. My coffee, tea, hot liquid. You can hold it same way. It's cool on the outside and it keep the liquid hot all to the end of the day. If you know, drink your thing still warm. You know, big up Ramia King Design, one of the sponsors for the network. You know, big up all of the sponsors who come on board. Big up CMAS Life, CMAS Drink. You see how the structure looks healthy. That's because I use the CMAS. Big up CMAS Life. And big up the Lion Pride.
If you subscribe, you are part of the Lion Pride. Tonight, we are hoping to hit 2,000 subscribers. We're at 1994. We need 6 more Lions Fire Angels to go subscribe so we can hit the 2,000 mark. We're growing the platform surely, slowly but surely. Rastafari have to have its own media apparatus in these times. We have to have the ability to synchronize our thought pattern with the Pan-African community, with the global righteous people who are trying to survive outside of this calamity that is about to befall humanity, or that has befall humanity, depending on where you live. Because if you are living in Ukraine, you know, hell on earth has already manifested in your midst. If you're living in Gaza right now, hell has manifested in your midst, and this is spreading throughout the earth. So it's for I and I to establish the alternative. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, family. Serious times, serious discussion, but at the same time, we're getting to know who are the workers who have been on the front line from that time and are still on the front line on this time. Who are the cast of characters? If this is an epic movie, you know what I mean? And we know that Rastafari's Majesty said we are confident in the victory of good over evil. But who are the players in the Lamb's Book of Life? We have to meet with these ones, you know, and see the works that they're doing. And that's what we're doing on this platform. Today, right now, we have a brethren who I have known over a decade in terms of just seeing the brethren works through the Jamaica Music Conference, seeing him work within the music industry as one of the coordinators in terms of press and these things for Sumfest, for Roots Fest, different activities. Hearing of the brethren works as it relates to the cannabis space, being one of the only Rastafari represented in Jamaica's Cannabis Licensing Authority, being the founding member of the Starscape Sanctuary, being a representative to the Ministry of Justice for Rastafari, working with the RMO, Rastafari Mansion and Organization, one of the executive members of Raga Rastafari and Grassroots, Rastafari Ganja and Grassroots Association, which has spearheaded the work that is happening. We've had other members on the program, Ras Negos, Ras Firstman are also involved, but we didn't get a chance to talk. But we're going to talk about all things as they relate to the sacrament tonight. Family, 601 right now, it's going to grow. We welcome the great King Kamau. Welcome, my family.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Greeting in the divine name, the divine name of His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, and Empress Melanie. You know, give thanks to be here. Also to the Rastafari family, both in Jamaica and globally. Yeah, man, it's a joy to be here on the program. You know, really enough to meet and the things. You know, so we give thanks to be here, man. It's really a joy.
Yeah, man.
Time has come. The time has come.
The time has come. You know, we have to come together. Petty differences get kicked away. On the Lion Voice Network, we don't deal with no this side or that side. We say Rastafari straight, Pan-African straight over here. You know what I mean? So just introduce yourself and talk about, we want to know, put some context before we get into reasoning how we do it over here, is that we want to know who the guest is. We want them to qualify themselves through their life story, because this is where the platform where the Lions are telling their own story. I don't want to hear about King Kamau from our next brethren come tell me about King Kamau. King Kamau can talk for himself. So where were you born? And talk to us about your journey into Rastafari.
All right, give thanks again. So it's really an interesting journey now. Born in the 60s. Yeah, man, born in the mid-60s, you know. Born in a place near Rock River in Clarendon, that I'm like central Jamaica, you know. And grew up with my mother and my grandmother, because my father never really was in the home. But no, my father, but him was really around, you know. But my grandmother was a revivalist woman, you know. We call her Pocomina woman. So from them time, she used to go, you know, they used to have a revival church, and she used to carry along. Of course, as youth, we never really want. But after what we did, I realized it's a spiritual thing, and it's really helpful, you know. Yeah. So after that, now, and my mother, that we call her daughter Sapple, her sister Sapple, you know, take on the Rastafari faith. I remember when she did that, she'd actually leave the home for about a year when I see my mother. Because she make her trot up in the hills with her, and then with her Rastaman, and when she come back, she was like pretty much, as I said, transformed. I mean, she was before that African strongman, you know, was certain meds and thing, but that journey and that experience that she had in the hills, you could have seen the fullness come out now. So from time that
what year are we talking about? What year are we talking about? Just to put some context.
Right. So we are talking about like probably about the 70s, like about. All right, it's about 76, 77 around them time there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I remember when they have the it's after you were in 77. Them say you have this 4-7s clash, 1977. Yes. Right after them time there.
That's when I was born that year, you know.
You serious?
Yeah, man. Right there, yeah, man. Right there on the university campus, you know.
Man, that was a serious year, man. Cause I say. The 4-7s clash, I have a Marcus Garvey prophesy, I have a big thing, I follow feel, and so for that whole day there, I remember I was a little boy, I sit down and like I said, boy, you can't know, and judgment of a come no and thing, you know, but the year passed and it never really got away. But we give thanks for them kind of folklore thing that we kind of keep an eye focus and steady said way, you know?
The mystic, and now we're living in the time of the mystic. So what year were you born?
Okay, so I was born in 1965, you know. Okay. December 21st, the 21st of December, which I'm saying is the shortest day of the year. I'm saying the winter solstice day.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So
I look youthful. Yeah, man. They take care of
thanks. Yeah, man. That's what the CMC mass thing that I talked about earlier, no? Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So I was saying I was born in Clarendon, but then moved to Spanish Town as a young youth, you know. And then went to St. Diego High School. I went to St. Catherine Primary School, which was at the time was a Catholic school. So I kind of grew up in the Catholic with the Roman Catholic people in my church at the school. So I didn't know them around the school at the time, you know. So after I left the primary school, so in there, but to St. Diego High School now, which is still another Christian based school, and then left St. Diego.
I'm an honorary member of St. Diego, you know. I have to always big up St. Diego. We did a JMC at St. Diego Youth Summit, and the man them crowned me as a honorary, you know, member.
Yeah, man. Well deserved, man. Yes, I well deserved. It's a highly full school, you know. Right now, my son, I have a 14-year-old son, and he's at that same St. Diego there, you know. He's in second form now. Yeah. So give thanks, man. And that's my only son actually, my one boy. So my family child as him father, you know. Yeah.
Give thanks. So
I just want to go quick about my journey into Rastafari in terms of the fullness and consciousness came actually when I started being on university campus at the West Indies. Because prior to that, I was working at the bank, you know, in a corporate conservative setting. But it's when I left the whole banking thing and then I decided to take out my first degree and went on the university campus, met up with man like Jalani Naya, Barry Shevans, the great Martin Moplano was on the campus at them time. I think he was a folklore philosophy. And Knife, that academic Knife was there too. I want to say them time Knife just has to start, you know. But it was a beautiful thing to have that kind of openness. And I did a lot of reading when I was on the campus about the teachings of His Majesty and about Rastafari globally. I mean, I even did my first year year thesis on the link between Jamaica and Ethiopia. That was my paper that I did right now. So I interviewed a few Ethiopians. I went to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, spent a good time there with them, and did a lot of work. But Barry Shevans was very instrumental. And if I know about Barry Shevans, he wrote a couple of books on Rastafari.
Yeah,
he was instrumental.
I met him, yeah.
The second beast was given the power to give breath unto the image of the first beast so that the image could speak, and caused all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced the people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive the mark on their right hands and in their forehead. Gone down in the new world order, Have we work work harder, have to pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them prison cell that's the new slave ship. New world order, have to work harder, have to pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them video game that's the new matrix. It's a new world order, them start bleaching, diverse doctrine, them start preaching. The angels for the stars they reaching, they're falling, never hear the lion calling. New world order, them fight against the poor. Machine and robot that sweep them floor. Machine and robot that run them stores. So them create disease ones without any cure. The new world order, have to work harder, have to pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them prison cell that's the new slave ship. New world order, have to work harder, have to pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them video game that's the new matrix. It's a new world order, them pan cell phone. Families don't even talk in their home. Village farmers get murdered by drones. Village mistress get murdered by stones. New world, so you better call Tyrone. Tell him prepare to use the whole earth a war zone. New world, Satan must feed the throne, so we must exit us and leave him alone.